Hi, this is my first video. Welcome to my channel. It's all about bad beats on iPoker. Here, we're getting straight into the action. You can see the big blind is all in because he's short stacked. He's got 23,000 chips. He's about to be called by Ivan. I've got Jack 8. I'm getting totally out of this hand purely because it's not really a great hand to be calling with, especially when you've got quite a few larger stacks behind us. It's a little bit early to act, so I decided to get out of it. Anyway, the big blind gets called by Ivan, and he then goes heads up. As you're about to see, he's taking it down. He raises the 60. The 500k stack totally gets out of it. He's taking his time. Queen 9 versus 3-4. The 3 hits. There goes the 4. Straight away, Queen 9, even though it was the better hand, totally gets beaten. You'll see later on there is a humdinger that I'm actually involved with, which involves quad 9s. If you keep an eye on this video, we'll bring that to you in a bit. Here's another example of a bad beat about to happen. I've got 4-8 of hearts, totally getting away from this. No reason to get involved in the pot, especially with the amount of stack that I've got. If you see to me left, the zombie Zal Pino, he decides to push all in with kings. He then eventually gets a fold from the small blind. The big blind decides to push with ace king. This is probably one of the most common bad beats I've noticed on iPoker, where the rag ace, even though it's the worst hand, actually wins. As you'll see in a second, the zombie pushes here with kings, pushes all in, decides to take his time because they believe that taking the time this stage of the tournament gets them higher up the money tree. Whether it does or not remains to be seen, but a lot of poker players decide to do this at this stage of the tournament. Ace king decides to call. Straight away on the flop the ace hits. Kings are dead. Very common bad beat. Very unlucky. Since I am all about fairness, here's me actually being on the right hand side of a bad beat. Looking at me stack, obviously I'm very short stacked, 47,000 chips with us being on the big blind. Literally I've got to push all in now regardless of whatever I have, purely just to get pot advantage, especially with Jamaica raising to 100,000 chips. I have 9-2. You'll see that I hit trips straight away off the flop. The turn then comes another 9. So straight away I've got 4 of a kind, which then leaves Jamaica's ace king totally dead in the water. This stage of the tournament there's only 2 tables left, so I really needed to do this. I was already in the money anyway, so I wasn't too fussed about making this call. Ace king, there we go. 9-4-9, there's the other 9, and then the 6 gets me quads. You can see on the left hand side I do then start winding them up by saying thank you very much. It's fantastic to be on this side of a bad beat. It swings and roundabouts. Sometimes you are the bad beat, sometimes it works in your favour. At the end of the day, it's poker, it's a game of luck. Skill is involved to some extent, but there is also that element of luck. That bad beat eventually made me become 10th overall, which you'll see later on in the video, which ended up working out a 90 odd euro, which was a good result. I was perfectly happy with that, especially since it was a free roll. Because I deposited £10 on Coral, I got a free token, so I was perfectly happy with that. Please follow if you like the video, and let me know if you can give me any feedback in the comments, and subscribe if you like what you see. There's plenty more coming. Bad beats are a very common occurrence on iPoker, so there'll be plenty more footage coming within the next couple of weeks. This is how the tournament ended. I eventually get Queen King. Again, I was 10th in position. I decided to push all in with Queen King because I thought I needed to chip up to get onto the final table to make any significant money. Unfortunately, first place was 1,600 euros, so it would have been nice to get that, but I didn't get that. I believe I got called with Jack 10 and they hit, so that's what actually got me dead and buried, so to say. But I was happy with the result. It was money in my pocket, which I didn't have That's all what poker's about. It's only about spending what you can afford to lose. See there, Jack 10 called me. He hit the Jack, which, again, it's not too much of a bad beat, but it was pretty unlucky. You can see here that I do win €90, 91 euro, which I'm perfectly happy about. Again, if you like the video, there's more coming. Please subscribe to my channel and leave me some comments below. Thank you very much.